So, well, as I look out here on the crowd that's here, the few, the proud, and the chosen. As I look here in the screen, I know that we have all kinds of people who are sharing with us, and we welcome them, don't we? Yes. There you see? Okay, all right. So then, we have the time that we usually set aside to find out what has been going on. We're glad to have George here this morning. George, you all right today?
Doing okay.
All right, good to see you here this morning.
Thank you.
Let's see, what other announcements do you have that you want to share?
Blinkers are both happy to be here this morning, both of them.
I actually have on my list, I was told that I was supposed to be asking for prayer for Karen because she was having some health problems that will remain with Karen, but she was still having them. Obviously, it's not enough to keep her from coming down here this morning. Well, we're glad to see you anyhow. Continue to keep her in our prayers. Other matters that you all want to share?
I want to report on my little great nephew, I guess, is on down the line. The surgery went really well, and she said that the doctor was real pleased too, and that she wanted us to remember the child's parents. They have a knowledge of God, but they don't have a heart.
All right, so there is, and perhaps this is the opportunity for them to see what kind of blessings can be had.
Yeah, so I think that's a great prayer to pray for.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Other matters. Some of you all may know that Jerry Duncan had a little fall the other day, and they took him to the hospital. He hit his head, but apparently Jerry's head was hard enough. I didn't say that part. And nonetheless, he is at home recuperating from that fall, and we need to remember Jerry and Judy. Other matters that you all want to share?
Wayne Pope is home and doing pretty good, a lot better than he thought. He went to orthopedic thought he needed his hips replaced, and he says there's nothing wrong with your hips. And so he winds up over and he's had some kind of what in his muscle in the leg, an infection, and so they pretty well took care of that, so he's doing better. I didn't ask what we prayed for him before.
Okay.
A good friend of mine, known him since about 1961.
Fellow Corvette lovers, as I recall.
I think he has 11.
Any of them straight shifts, so he has to use his legs?
He's got it.
Okay. We'll need to remember them in our prayers then. I would also like to remind you that this weekend Jerry Stevens celebrated a birthday, so we want to, we're thankful that Jerry just keeps on keeping on, and remember him in our prayers. Other matters that you all want to share? Jane, do you have something about Sherry Enfield?
Yes, Sherry sent me a text and they would not be here this morning, but her change of medicine is helping her. So continue prayers for her.
Okay.
Kay has chemo Friday, remember us in prayer.
Okay.
And he has several other appointments this week. It's going to be a busy week. So.
All right, so we need to remember Kay and Patsy as they go through the opportunities to get Kay in better shape, and he's doing some physical therapy now, and we're happy to know about that. Kay Drury continues to get better, and she says that she's still restless, but she's getting better. So
She has a birthday this week.
she has a birthday this week, that's correct.
Well,
Carrie, you're supposed to tell us something.
yeah, well, I think Jim Bell went into the hospital, but he came back out and he's doing
home.
okay. Yeah, he's home. So,
Yeah, he went and he had some tests done, but they were afraid that he might have some AFib to begin with. but either they got it under control or they're still working with it. So we do need to remember Jim and Lucy.
Continue to remember my mom, please. She's had a really difficult week. Sunday through Monday, I actually thought she was gonna go home. But she rallied on Tuesday, started eating again by herself, and, she's had a really difficult week. So, my daughter, I have an unspoken prayer for her. Her name is Tracy Watson.
Tracy Watson, okay? And your brother, how's he doing?
My brother's doing good. Matter of fact, they're gonna release him from his wound care next week, so
Okay, all right.
he's doing good.
I'd like to put, us on the prayer list.
Okay, all right. We can certainly do that. That's one of the strengths of this class, is that we care about one another, and to the extent that we don't keep too many secrets, we know what's going on in one another's lives. Jane?
Just want to continue to remember Mary Ruth Beard as she continues to adjust to a new way of life.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a sister, Linda. She's been in the hospital all week, and we're hoping and praying she gets to come home today.
Okay, so we need to remember Linda Townsend and her family in our prayers.
Gail Taylor mentioned Brenda Tipton last week. Brenda did pass.
Okay, all right. That was not expected to begin with, but this past week has been very hard for the family. Correct. Okay. Brenda Tipton. Many of you all who have been here forever, and you'd have to have been here forever, will remember that we had a Sunday school class member at one time by the name of Ken Moore, and he passed away this morning. It was this morning, right? Okay. Other matters that you all want to share?
Sandy, Sherry Pickle asked me yesterday to remember her brother Frank.
He's the one up in Michigan, I believe? Yes.
He's in intensive care.
Okay, all right. Other matters that you all want to share, or announcements that you want to let everybody know about?
Eddie's nephew, Chris Parrish, he's back home.
Okay, all right. Okay. Other matters? Back over to Karen again.
Sorry.
No,
I do have a praise.
we need those. We need the praises as much as we need anything else.
Yeah,